Do you ever feel tired even after resting? Not physically tired, emotionally tired, like your mind never truly becomes quiet, like your heart is carrying something heavy all the time, like you are constantly functioning but rarely feeling alive? And the strangest part, you may actually be doing everything right. You wake up, you work, you reply to messages, you smile, you try to stay positive, you consume motivational content, you try to heal, you try to improve yourself. Yet, somewhere deep inside, you still feel emotionally exhausted. Modern life has created a kind of tiredness that sleep cannot fix. And today I want to talk about that honestly, not from the perspective of productivity, not from the perspective of hustle culture, but from the perspective of a woman who has observed people deeply, who has seen how silently people are suffering behind functioning lives. Because the truth is, we are living in the most connected era in history, yet people have never felt more emotionally disconnected from themselves. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why modern life feels emotionally draining, why so many people feel empty despite being busy, how social media is reshaping our nervous system, why we are losing emotional depth, and most importantly, how to slowly reclaim peace in a world designed to overstimulate you. Stay till the end because one realization toward the end may completely change how you see your life. Human beings were not designed for this level of stimulation. Think about it carefully. Within 5 minutes of waking up, most people have already checked notifications, consumed negative news, compared themselves online, replied to messages, absorbed information, and mentally entered survival mode before their soul even had a chance to breathe. Modern life is loud, not just externally, internally. Your brain is constantly processing opinions, expectations, comparisons, deadlines, advertisements, alerts, trends, emotional noise. And the human nervous system was never designed to absorb this much information continuously. Years ago, people had physical exhaustion. Today, people have emotional overstimulation, and overstimulation is dangerous because it feels normal. People laugh while being burnt out. People post while feeling empty. People continue functioning while emotionally collapsing inside. That's why many people today say things like, I don't even know why I am sad. I feel numb. I feel disconnected from myself. Because emotional exhaustion rarely arrives dramatically. It arrives silently, slowly, like water filling a room. And one day you realize you haven't felt truly calm in years. One of the biggest reasons modern life feels emotionally draining is because people no longer feel safe just existing. Everything feels like performance now. Even healing became performance. Even self love became aesthetic. Even relationships became content. Even happiness became something to display. People don't just experience life anymore, they document it, package it, present it. And subconsciously, this creates emotional pressure. Because when your entire life becomes visible, you stop asking, how do I feel? And start asking, how do I appear? That shift destroys inner peace slowly. Social media has trained people to constantly evaluate themselves from the outside. How do I look? How successful do I seem? Am I behind? Am I attractive enough? Am I productive enough? Am I interesting enough? This constant self evaluation creates emotional fatigue. And the dangerous part is the comparison never ends. Because online, someone will always look happier, earn more, travel more, glow more, achieve faster, heal faster. And your nervous system keeps absorbing this information daily. Research and creator analysis around the 2026 YouTube algorithms show that platforms increasingly reward emotional retention and attention duration, which means emotionally intense content spreads faster than calm content. That means outrage spreads faster, perfection spreads faster, fear spreads faster, comparison spreads faster, and slowly people stop living life at their own emotional pace. This may sound harsh, but many people today are socially connected and emotionally abandoned at the same time. People talk all day yet feel unseen. Why? Because modern communication has become fast but not deep. We reply quickly, react quickly, scroll quickly. But depth requires slowness. Real emotional connection needs presence, listening, silence, vulnerability, patience. And modern life rewards none of those things. People are terrified of vulnerability now. Everyone wants to appear strong, unbothered, independent. But emotionally mature people understand something very important. Human beings are not meant to survive emotionally alone. The strongest people are not emotionless, they are emotionally honest. And today, many people don't even have safe spaces anymore. They have audiences, followers, viewers, but not emotional safety. That is why so many people feel lonely even in crowded rooms. Because attention is not the same as connection, and visibility is not the same as being understood. There is another hidden reason modern life feels emotionally draining. People are exhausted from trying to constantly fix themselves. Everywhere you go online, improve yourself, wake up earlier, heal faster, earn more, become better, optimize your routine, maximize productivity. And while growth is beautiful, constant self optimization can quietly make people feel emotionally inadequate because it creates the feeling that who you are right now is never enough. People are becoming projects instead of human beings, always improving, never arriving. And eventually, this creates emotional emptiness because peace does not come from endlessly upgrading yourself. Peace comes from finally feeling safe with yourself. Sometimes the most healing thing is not transforming yourself, it is resting from the pressure to constantly transform. One of the saddest emotional consequences of modern life is numbness. People don't even realize how emotionally disconnected they have become. Constant stimulation weakens emotional depth. When your brain is overloaded daily, short videos, constant scrolling, non-stop information, emotional drama, digital noise, your nervous system begins protecting itself by emotionally shutting down. That's why many people today struggle to focus deeply, feel joy deeply, love deeply, or rest deeply. Everything becomes shallow consumption, even emotions. This is why people now say, I don't feel excited anymore. I feel emotionally flat. I don't enjoy anything properly. Because the modern mind is overstimulated but undernourished, and there is a huge difference. You can consume content all day and still feel emotionally empty because the soul does not need more stimulation, it needs meaning. Modern life has destroyed emotional boundaries. People are reachable 24 into 7 now, mentally, digitally, emotionally. There is no true pause anymore, even during rest. Messages arrive, work follows you home, notifications interrupt silence, social media keeps pulling attention. And because of this, people never emotionally reset. Their nervous system remains activated constantly. The body may be sitting still, but the mind is still running. This is why many people wake up already exhausted. Not because life is physically hard, but because mentally they never truly stopped. Silence has become uncomfortable for modern people because silence forces you to meet yourself. And many people are distracted not because they enjoy distraction, but because they are avoiding emotional confrontation with themselves. Modern life is not only stealing time, it is stealing attention, presence, softness, emotional depth, patience, inner stillness. People cannot sit quietly anymore without reaching for stimulation. And that is deeply concerning because the quality of your life is shaped by the quality of your attention. Where attention goes, life goes. And today, attention has become an industry. Algorithms are designed to keep people emotionally reactive because emotional intensity increases retention and watch duration. Current YouTube and platform analysis show that retention, emotional engagement, and satisfaction signals heavily influence content distribution. That means the calmer you become, the harder you are to manipulate. And emotionally mature people understand this. Protecting your peace is not weakness anymore, it is survival. So, what do we do now? How do we survive emotionally in a world that constantly drains us? First, slow down your life enough to hear yourself again. Not the internet, not the noise, yourself. Second, stop treating rest like laziness. Your nervous system needs recovery. Your heart needs silence. Your mind needs pauses. Third, protect your attention fiercely. Not everything deserves access to your mind. Fourth, build real human connection, not just communication, connection. There is healing in conversations where you do not have to perform. Fifth, allow yourself to be emotionally human again. Cry if needed, rest if needed, disappear for a while if needed. You do not always have to be productive to deserve peace. And lastly, stop measuring your life only through achievements. Some of the most emotionally rich moments in life are invisible. Peace, slow mornings, genuine laughter, emotional safety, meaningful conversations, quiet love. The internet may not reward these things, but the soul does. Maybe modern life feels emotionally draining because people are trying to survive in environments that constantly disconnect them from themselves. And maybe healing is not becoming someone new. Maybe healing is returning to the parts of yourself that this world forced you to be abandoned. Your softness, your calmness, your depth, your humanity. You do not need to become harder to survive this world. You simply need to become more conscious about what is stealing your peace. And if this video made you feel seen, then I want you to remember this. A peaceful life is not an empty life, it is a protected one. Take care of your mind, take care of your nervous system, and most importantly, take care of the version of you that still wants to feel alive. If this video felt like a conversation your soul needed, subscribe to the channel. We talk about emotional growth, modern life, healing, and becoming mentally stronger without losing your softness.